Access Channel 96 presents Men on Film.
And welcome to Men on Films. Tonight, we have a brand new sponsor, Ballpark Franks. They plump when you heat them. I bet they do.
Well, Latonya, it's another fun-filled day at the Quick and Fast.
Okay. The only thing I like about this job is the free sodas.
Girl, why you only get the small?
I'm just trying to watch my cholesterol. You know my booty getting hard.
Oh, right. I need to do the same thing.
Wanda, he's all yours.
I guess you waiting on your masseuse, huh? Hold on. See, right there? Oh, now don't that hurt so good? Hey, that's my song.
Girl, girl. And that's what we do. We'll sit there and laugh at another man being emasculated. We'll sit there and laugh at a black man get a dress put on. We'll sit there and laugh when he got a wig on. And we don't just sit there. We actually pay money to see it. We'll buy the Blu-ray and DVD when it come out. We'll go tell our friends and family how another black man was emasculated and how funny it was. But you see, emasculation of black men is nothing new. From day one, when we were brought over to this country by Europeans, we were emasculated. One of the first steps or the first ways that we were emasculated is by us being torn away from our family. By the white man showing the black man's wife and children that I'm in control of this family now. That was the first step of emasculation of the black man. Next step was to beat him in front of his wife and kids. If the white man came and raped that man's daughter, that black man could not do nothing to that white man. To not be able to protect your family will really take a toll on a man's psyche. So the emasculation of the black man goes way back. It's nothing new. It's just a new form today. And it's no laughing matter. But what I truly believe is that the reason that there's so much of a concerted effort to emasculate the black man is because out of all the people on earth, there's something about a black man that's very intimidating. I don't know if it's the bass in our voice, but there's something about a black man that's very intimidating. And you don't believe me, tell me this. I can guarantee you this. You walking down the street, you see a group of black men walking towards you. What you do? Let me tell you what I do. I walk to the other side of the street. So yeah, anyway, that's what I truly believe, is that the foundation or the motivation to
effeminate the black man in this country was based off the fact that the Europeans were intimidated by the Africans when they went down to South Africa, way down in the jungle deep, and they seen them big old Mandingo warriors. The intimidation of the black man led to the emasculation of the black man. You see what I'm saying? To balance the scales out. And so I want to give examples of how we as black men today, in the 21st century, have been emasculated through the media. And not just the media, but also you black women. And without any further ado, I present to you Exhibit A. Check out the top of your screen what that is. What that be looking like. Who that is? That's just your baby mama Jane Smith, right? Partner dude got a dress on, man, with his legs gapped wide open, my dude. No straight dude on earth will wear a dress with his legs
spread wide open like that, my man. His legs spread more wider than the females, dude. And then you got a little white girl trying to hand him a purse, but he up there snapping his wrist or snapping his fingers. I mean, they just got him looking very feminized. And on top of that, he sat in that dressing room, let them put makeup on, and do his hair with bangs on his head. He sat in that chair and let them put bangs in his head. What you gonna do next, dude? Let them draw your eyebrows on? Let them pluck your eyebrows? Let them put blush on your cheeks? Let them put lipstick on? You sorry, my man. And while you think you sitting up there making a statement, you don't realize that he's being used as a tool. Because they didn't just tell him, go and put a dress on, Jaden. They told him, stand as feminine as you can. Stand as feminine and as weak looking and as moist as you possibly could, young Jaden. Stand up here because this is the way we want you to stand. This is the way we want you to look. Keep your legs wide open. Do your hands like you snapping to the beat. Put your hips into it. Keep your butt in an open position. But this right here is just an illustration of what I'm talking about when it comes to the emasculation of the black man in America. Yeah, I remember The Green Mile, man, with Michael Clark Duncan, man, a little race-themed movie. You know what I'm saying? And now they picked the biggest black dude they could pick, right? You see what I'm saying? A big dude, football player looking dude, right? Look like he can tackle like 5 people at one time, right? This dude in prison, man, every scene this dude in, his face is like this. I didn't do it. My name's John Garfield. What you do, boy? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm here. Where am I at? I didn't kill a master. It was like, come on, man, give me a break, man. You have to make him that punctified in the movie. Like, I could see, okay, he about to get lynched. But homeboy in prison, like, I mean, it was people in prison that they was more smaller than this dude, but it's like they emasculate this dude to the T. You see what I'm saying? It was ridiculous, man. And you have Ben Raines, another big dude, emasculated this dude, man. Pulp Fiction emasculated that dude, sodomized that dude, right? Holiday Heart, man, him dressed up as a woman. He was pretty much gay, and he took this crackheaded family in, and before that, he was in love with this other man, and it's like one scene in the movie, the dude just swept hip off his feet, man. Like, these two big buff dudes, like, one dude just picked Ben Raines up and carrying him in the house, and Ben Raines, like, melted in his arm. Like, oh my God, man. Like, did you have to even show that? Like, dude, they take the biggest dudes and just make them, like, mushy, man. Make them, like, moist, man. Like, it's just sick, like, sick looking, right? Even, Everybody Hates Chris. Just looking at that show. You got Julius the dad, Working Man. And I like shows like that where they show a family, and it's funny, but just the way they put Julius on that show, like when Rochelle would get angry when stuff wasn't going her way, Julius would look down like a scared puppy. Like, what kind of father, what kind of man of a household does that in front of his children, right? She getting angry and like venting and going in his tantrum, and he like telling the kids like, why you bring that up to her? What you have to tell her that for, man? We in this together, man. Like he bargaining with the kids not to tell on him, like he was one of her sons. It's like it was emasculating the black father. Like that, to me, the father should have been more lifted up in the movie or the TV show. At least we got one show where you have father and mother in the house, but when that is there, it's like the woman, they make the black woman the king of that castle. You see what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that. But again, the emasculation of the black man is still going on strong in the 21st century. You see what I'm saying? Martin, they couldn't let Martin just do his thing on that show. He had to dress up like a woman. He dressed up like Shanae. And I mean, you gotta give it to him. He did it pretty good. He did so good after a while you forgot you were even looking at Martin. Like you thought that was just an ugly woman they cast and she came in and played as role as Shanae. But that was Martin that did all that. He played as an old woman. He played as his mom. That wasn't enough. They had to put him in a dress in Big Mama's house. And they didn't do it one time, they did it 3 times. And the funny thing is, he was, out of all those movies, I think he was the only one playing all 3. I mean, Neil Long played in part 3 for like, what, 5 minutes? But other than that, he's the only one playing part 3. The son changed like 3 different times. Eddie Murphy. They had to put Eddie Murphy in the dress. Kevin Hart took his little short stank behind and put a dress on, Shirley Temple Girls. And for what? It's like somebody sitting in a conference room saying, I think they got a portfolio with a bunch of black comedians. And they like, yes, this week I want to see him in a dress. Yes. And they go call him and they bring him in and fit him for a dress, get tailor made, and they got the dress on. Even without those roles, it wouldn't. If they took those parts out of the movie or the show, it would not even change the storyline. Even Samuel Jackson in Unbreakable, they made this dude into a glass man. Like this dude, like if I poked him in his chest, man, his whole head would fall off, right? If I gave him a hug, like his whole back would break. That's how weak he was in that movie, man. It's like he was a villain, but it wasn't even no fight. He was kicking his own butt in the movie. Like that's the role they gave to the black superhero, an emasculated role, right? Go out there with concerted effort to emasculate the black man, but it's not just the media. It goes back to the black woman. Before any of these black men take these roles, because nobody forced them to put that dress on. They choose to put that dress on. They choose to go out there and act feminine. Jaden Smith chose to be the spokesperson of Versace. But the thing is, before they even do all that, before they even make the conscientious effort to even emasculate themselves, they have been emasculated by their black mama. Because growing up around a lot of black women, I never ever heard a black man being lifted up. He was always talked negative about it. And a lot of times when these women have baby by these lowlifes, and the dude leave her high and dry to raise that baby by herself, and that boy come out with that bent up, out of shape head, just like his daddy, them ears pointed just like his daddy, his eyes just like his daddy, everything about him remind that woman of the man that she slept with, she opened her legs to and left her. She gonna take the anger out on that little boy like it was his fault. And so she castrate that little boy emotionally and mentally, trying to make him pay for the sins of his father. And so she castrated him. And then she talked bad about the black man in front of her son. And this dude grew up feeling that being a man is a curse. Like, why do I want to grow up to be a man if they're not respected? So yes, they make the conscious effort to go out there and put them dresses on, but you gotta understand the psychology of the black man even before they do that. They were castrated long ago, especially if their mom got left high and dry by a black dude. Because think about black women, they sure can't hold a grudge. If they don't get buried anything in this life, they get buried with that grudge. And they would take that anger out on every black man that come into her life. Normally, black women would run a man out of her life so fast. All because she want to punish somebody for something somebody else did. If she can't punish no dude, she gonna punish that boy. A lot of black women don't even want their sons in the room with them. They're like, what you doing in my room? The black boy can't even get a hug by their mama because they so bitter. Talk to their little sons like dogs. And so the original dehumanizers, or the original emasculators of the black man, is the black woman. The slaveholders passed that baton to the black woman to emasculate the black boys who grow up to be effeminized black males. And so that's all I gotta say about that. Until next time, see you later. Same bad time, same black channel.